Ho, ho, ho. Look what we got here. Brand new RC car. Now guys, remember, don't tell the wife. Everyone, here it is, fresh off the UPS truck, the Kagama4. Let's open it up, take a look. Boom, there it is, the Kagama4. Check it out. We have it. So let's take a quick look at some of the stuff here on the box. So 4mm aluminum and HD composite suspension, pin holders, so the pin blocks are a 4mm thick aluminum, very nice. We have 3 differentials, heavy duty planetary gears, 16mm big bore shocks, steel strong and durable drivetrain components. So this is like a heavy duty steel for the dog bones, CV axles, and the drive cups. So then you have extra large, really nice rubber sealed ball bearings, oversized suspension components, composite bumper skid plates. So what they're saying too in the book, that all the gearing in this truck is basically designed for 6S power. We have 3 color combinations. You have green, red, and blue. I'll give you one guess what color I got. Now these only come in ready to run. You know, a lot of times Corrali gives you ready to run and rollers. Just like the Synchro 4, there is no roller version of this. So we got more artwork over here. We get a basic ready to run remote. This one does have 2 power settings for 50 and 100%. A Curon 725. This is a 4-pole 2150 3 to 4S brushless motor, and a Torox 135 ESC. Supposed to be waterproof, 120 amps, 2 to 4S, high voltage, I guess, BEC, and programmable. And then we have a digital servo, 25 kilos of torque on that servo. So there you have it. There's a look at the box. Let's get this bad boy opened up. Alright, so before I get into it, number one, I hope this sounds okay. I've made an investment in this camera. You know, I had the DJI mic for outside, but this camera here, I've got a Rode mic. It's a wireless setup on top of my DSLR, and I'm wearing this because the air conditioner is actually over here to the side of me. And I know when I use the boom mic, because it's aimed that way, it's really loud. So I'm hoping guys, that this is gonna sound better. And then number two, I am part of the Team Corrali affiliate program, so I am entitled to get these at like a discount, but I have to wait for the European shipment to come in, and I really just want to get this car out. I'm really excited about this. So I ordered it from my friend Tyson over here, Garage Life RC. You can get yours there as well. I put it out there on post. If you guys would have done it, you'd probably have yours today too. So let's check out what's in the box, man. We got one ridiculously long antenna tube here. Instruction manuals for the remote and ESC. And then one instruction manual here for the Kagama. So you got all your parts and everything in here. Really nicely laid out. Corrali does a great job. Also, check out their website. They put a lot of time and effort into these quick guides that you can just look at for doing certain things on the vehicle. I'll leave a link down below where you can find that. Next, basic remote, very, very basic. It feels really cheap, to be honest with you. So we got probably 4 double A's, but you know, most people are going to throw these in the trash anyhow. The whole purpose of these is for, if you have no experience, just get you going, and you probably will upgrade at some point. But there's a selector switch here, 100% power, 50% power, a function button, so steering trim and a steering dual rate. Cool, so we do have a dual rate and trim. This is what y'all came to see. Oh, check it out. Little baby Kagama. I'll say first thing right off the bat, the weight. It's got some pretty good weight to it. Let's go ahead and how the they do this. So we got body clips. Not really a fan of body clips. maybe they'll start designing something with a clipless system. Let's check it out. Really beautiful blue. I love that blue. So we do have some really nice roof skids on here. I guess I'm not really a fan of the way that looks. Just, I don't know. It just kind of looks like cross-side and some weird teeth. But other than that, I think the body looks great. Feels a little maybe on the thin side, but we'll see. We'll see what this has in store for us. But I really like the colors on that. What we have here is a 3mm 6061 T6 aluminum chassis in a like titanium gray color, all laser etched, all really nice countersunk screws. One nice detail that Crowley does is these little metal inserts around the screws and these plastic components, which feel absolutely amazing. These skid plates are massive, and we do have provisions here for droop screws, and the droop screws are in it. We do have some heavy duty control arms here, which do have a lot more flex in the rear. I feel like we have a decent amount of flex here in the front. That's something that you want to see. You don't want too much flex because you be weak, and if it's too stiff, if you land wrong or whatever, they break. Now, let's see. So we do have some heavy duty hinge pin holders here as well. These are metal. Everything's looking really, really nice. One cool feature, check it out. One wheel wheelie bar. So, very flexible wing, that's nice. They've had problems in the past with these wings. The original Kagama, the wing would just come off really easily. It's not a flexible mount. It's all part of this composite shock tower that is absolutely massive here. So check it out, one cool feature. Built-in GPS holder. So if you have the Sky GPS, goes in there. So we have a platform here to help the body out in case you land on the roof right here. And then we have composite center brace here, Torx 135 ESC, and the Curon. This is a 4-pole 2150 4S motor, brushless of course, 25 kilo servo right here with the nice little metal horn, straight linkage. Now this uses something different in the steering. This is they call one-piece composite steering linkage instead of, I guess, their Ackerman system. It's hard to see what's going on there. There appears to be, so you have, do we have a dual bell? Yeah, so we have dual bell cranks right here, and then one solid linkage that goes between them. So, and here's one key feature they're pointing out, where these heavy duty blocks here for the wheels. So instead of using spacers or anything like that to move the wheels out, they just made the blocks wider. So check it out, we have CVD axles in the front. It looks like a provision for a sway bar or anti-sway bar, but we don't have one. We have the pillow ball suspension here. In the back, we have a link instead of a control arm. Again, it looks like a provision here for maybe a anti-sway bar. So these are composite shocks, threaded, which is really nice. And then what they do here, there's a two-piece. It's a metal cap with a composite top. So it's actually kind of a nice design, because you have the composite here that can take a little hit and flex. It won't break like metal, but then you have the strength of the metal here that's threaded, that'll hold everything nice and tight. Suspension feels good. Maybe a little slow in the front, but that feels good. There's a lot of ground clearance on this. So one thing that's really hard to see is that they put a metal motor mount system in here. This is based on the Synchro 4 chassis, but they did some improvements. The Synchro 4 used a composite motor mount, which if you had that one, you remember it didn't quite have the right screws, and it just was drilled out. It was kind of a mess. But this time they used a metal motor mount. This should be stronger and a lot better set up. So Your pinion, your spur, all your outdrive cups all around here are a hardened steel. So they put the money into, yeah, there's a lot of composite in here, but they put the money into the parts that matter, like, you know, the radio. There's no money really in the radio because most people are going to throw that away anyhow. They put the money into the parts that matter, like the hardened steel, the parts that are going to take the abuse, like the axles, the gears, all that stuff. And actually the use of composites doesn't bother me. It's worked pretty good. It's very successful and worked very well on the Synchro 4. So this does look really cool. If you guys see the size of the center bracing in here, it's absolutely massive. It's pretty much based on the Synchro 4, then some other parts. Let's take one of these tires off real quick. I'm going to show you something that's new for Corelli. That's right, everybody's been complaining. Look, serrated wheel nuts. They finally did it. They finally did it. Okay, so the tires are vented here in the wheel on the inside. I know most people prefer to have it vented in the tire. The tires feel pretty firm. They're nice and firm, unlike the full-size Kagama that had really, really soft sidewalls. These are semi-soft, but it feels pretty good. Really aggressive lug pattern here. Then here's a better look at this extended block system, this caster block system here. Really, really nice heavy duty system here. Really nice bumper. Guys, man, I am excited. So let's go ahead and get a battery charged up. Go out to our normal ground. I'm going to go ahead and set up the ramp. We're going to jump it, see how it jumps. For those of you that are interested, we'll go ahead and throw the GPS in here and do a speed run. I'll tell you how fast it goes, and I'll give you my overall impressions of the brand new Kagama4 after we get done driving it. We got speed. Just double check. All right, what's your prediction? How fast you think? I keep forgetting this is just 4S. But let's think what this thing's competing against would be the 4S Creighton, and that's like a 50-55 mile an hour car. $43, not bad. I think we could possibly gear it up. I mean, there's room to, actually, I'm not sure what pinion this has in it and where it can move. I'll put it on the screen. I'll look it up for you. But let's do an off-road test. Remember I said I would do 2 speed runs. Because you know what a car will run on pavement is going to be a little different than what it'll run when you got the friction of the grass and the suspension. So this will really help tell you like how good the suspension works. All right, let's see. Because the suspension's bad, it's not going to stick. It's not going to get a good speed. So let's see. 40. Wow, we only lost 3 miles an hour in the dirt. That is freaking amazing. All right, so when I do these tests, I test it out of the box. This is how you can expect it to perform. I already I shot some B-roll. I set the 360 camera up. That's what you saw. I already shot it, so I can tell you a couple things already. The way this car is out of the box, number one, is just like its big brother. It is very sensitive as far as like the brake. If you hit the brakes in the air, it noses down fast, and there's not enough power in the ESC there or whatever to kick it back up. As you can see, when you jump, it already tends to be a little nose heavy. It's coming down. It is pretty balanced jumping. If you watch like there, I didn't touch it at all. So for the most part, I just have to give it a little gas or maybe just let it go. Like there, a little gas because it started nosing down. But very, very good jumper. It is just oversensitive on the brakes. Kind of like I said, the full-size Kagama kind of has that, oh shit, ooh, same problem. I did try to backflip it earlier. It might have worked there, but tires don't really balloon a lot, and with this 4S, it just doesn't really. Okay, yeah, so there we did a backflip. Earlier, I tried it over the 360 camera, and it landed on the wing. So, ooh. Pretty good test of that. There is no stability control on this car, in case you're wondering. So far, I am liking what I see. I like the way this thing drives. It'll only wheelie in the right spots. Like on the street, it doesn't really want to do it at all. These tires are a little firm. Watch. So this is a tunable ESC. So what I recommend so far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the brakes down and the punch up. But like I said, for the intensive purposes of when I come out here and do these, I'd show you how it runs out of the box. Yes, I can tune it. I could have came out here, ran it, and then tuned it to run a certain way, but then you wouldn't get that authentic experience because one, not everybody has a tuner. Now, yeah, you should be able to tune it using the power buttons and all that stuff, but maybe some people can't or won't do it. But oh, that's freaking wild, man. I'm so glad Mother Nature played nice today, because it's been raining for the past 2 days, and the sun finally just came out. But it's nice because when we get a lot of rain, I get this silt or whatever that looks pretty cool ripping through. It was doing some wheelies earlier, but me shooting all the B-roll on that might have wore it down just a little bit, because now it just doesn't really seem to want to. There we go. That's why I think for me, I'm going to turn the punch up, see if I can't get the wheelie a little bit better. I don't. These tires are definitely a bit slick in the grass. Yeah, see, I just want to kind of test the handling a little bit. So it is kind of high up, you know, so it's not a buggy. It is a truggy. Yeah, it's weird. These tires like really grip in some spots. It might have to do with these soft sidewalls. I don't know. Uh-oh. Something happened. Something happened. What happened? We broke it somehow. Uh-oh. Now how in the world? We lost an axle here. So right here, the pin that goes in the CVD came out or broke. One of the two. So now that wheel's free. Man, cause see, those three have drive. That one, that broke, man. That's not good. Supposedly 85% of the parts are shareable, so hopefully I can get a new axle. It should be warranted, but it's probably gonna take a long time to get. I don't know. But for one axle, I'm probably ain't gonna worry about it. Wow, well, well, that cut that short, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it'll actually clear it. It is 4S. It doesn't seem to me to have the powers like the Creighton 4S. I think the Creighton 4S, to me, just feels a lot more powerful. Definitely has more top-end speed. At the price point, and I forgot to mention this at the beginning, $419 is what they're asking right now. Definitely cheaper than what they're going to sell the 4S Jado for. And less than what a 4S, about around the same price. I think around the 4S Creighton. I think the 4S Creighton's around $450, maybe a bit more, but definitely good competition for it. Pros and cons to each. All in all, I like the RC. I think it does pretty good. I need to adjust some settings here. I'm going to turn up the punch. If I can't get the wheelie the way I want to, we'll thicken up the center diff fluid. We can always do that as well. I love the tires. I love the look of the RC. Just has this really nice aggressive look. These really, really wide tires, which maybe that's a downfall. Maybe the tires just have a little too much grip, and that's what broke that pin. So I don't know. Hopefully the axles aren't going to be an issue. It's hard to tell. This is just like a one-off thing. But I did take a pretty good, when I was shooting a B-roll, I landed, planted this wing pretty hard. It did get stuck under the body like that, but it didn't rip off, it didn't break. I do like that. I really like the wheelie bar. It's a nice touch. So you have a good combination here of metal where it counts, especially in the gears, the chassis and all that. Very solid composites. Like I said, so this is based mostly on the Synchro 4, which has been a great car. I haven't had any problems out of Synchro 4. Unfortunately, this one broke, and you see it was working fine. I mean, we were just running through the grass and it stopped. So I'm not sure what happened, but I'm not gonna keep on going. Well, I think we've seen enough anyhow. Well, everyone, the Kagama4, little baby brother to the big Kagama. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want one, go check out Garage Life RC. He can hook you up with one. He doesn't have sales tax in his state, so if you order from him, no sales tax, that's definitely going to save you some money. All right, everyone, appreciate the support. Links down below, save you some money. Ways to help the channel. Like I said, I bought this car with my money, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. So using like my Amazon store as your homepage and then go buy your dog food, whatever, or RC car parts from my store, all helps me out tremendously. Affiliate links through AMAIN and Horizon Hobby too helps me afford this stuff, and microphones to bring you better audio, stuff like that. So everyone, appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed watching the Kagama4. Thanks for watching. See you on the next.